You know, when I first saw Cactus Plant Flea Market on a sneaker, I thought, what on earth is that? That's just the strangest collaboration I've ever heard of. And it was on the Vapor Maxes. I don't know if you remember the Vapor Max collaboration from the Cactus Plant Flea Market, which I seriously thought about trying to get my hands on because I had a feeling about them. And I think they still do pretty well at resale, like 2-3 times their retail price. But they were just a really cool looking sneaker. All four sides were different. So the lateral on the right foot, the medial on the right foot, the medial on the left foot, and the lateral on the right foot were all different, which I thought was a really unique and cool design. And then last week or the week before, there were the sponges. Were they blazers? I think they might have been blazers from the Cactus Plant Flea Market. And here we go again. This time it's maybe the Cactus Plant Flea Market Air Force Ones, or it's the Cactus Plant Flea Market Nike More Uptempos, because we're not sure which, are we? But that's what we're going to be looking at today and working out the difference between the two. This is a Tokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Bada 23 Sneaker Channel des Mainichi Upsuno no de Mainichi Mite Kudasai. And every single day I bring you content from Tokyo, Japan. Every single day. Oh dear. To content from Tokyo, Japan. I can't stop thinking about it. Upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, sneaker reviews. Oh, tomorrow's sneaker. Here we are. I should be talking about Nike Air Force Ones, but tomorrow's sneaker. I think they're going to break the internet. I think they're going to break the internet tomorrow. Now, that's all I'm going to say, actually. Check out tomorrow's video to find out which sneaker it is and why I think it's going to break the internet. But let's put that aside, because today we want to focus on the Cactus Plant Flea Market collaboration with the Nike brand, which we've seen before. And this time it's an Air Force One, and it is an Air Force One. But what it's got on the lateral side of both the left and the right sneakers is more up-tempo designing and branding on there. And that's where that more up-tempo and that Air Force One kind of mashup is coming in. The base of the sneaker is an Air Force One. It's an Air Force One sneaker, but it's got branding from the more up-tempo line in there as well. So that's what we'll be looking at today. But before we do that, this is a YouTube channel and I need you to subscribe to it and help the channel grow. So if you don't mind, click the subscribe button down below. If you've already subscribed to the channel, thanks. I appreciate it tremendously. The channel's growing and that makes me happy, and that makes me appreciative of anyone out there who's subscribed to the channel already. And as I am here in Tokyo, Japan, I always say at the start of my videos, Toroku yoroshiku onegaishimasu. どんどんチャンネルが大きくなっているので、登録してくれると助かるので、ぜひよろしくお願いします。Okay, so looking at these Air Force Ones, like I said, that's what the base of these Cactus Plant Flea Market collaborations are. They're Air Force Ones. So if you strip away that more up-tempo branding on the side, you just get yourself a bog standard Air Force One. When I researched these guys, they said white, but I can't help but think sail. I don't know if they are going to be white or sail or cream or something, but to me they look like they're that sail colorway. And if you took away the more up-tempo branding off the side, you'd be left with just a pure one-color Air Force One, which isn't uncommon. You often see pure white Air Force Ones, upper swoosh and mid and outsole in all white. And that's what you'd end up with here, is pretty much a pure sail Air Force One. But the pop comes where they've put the more up-tempo branding on the side. So if you look at the right lateral on the right shoe, you can see the standard Air written there, as you would normally see on the side of a pair of Scottie Pippens. And they usually, I think Scottie Pippens, they say Air on one side and Max on the other. I don't know what's on the medial side of these. I haven't seen any images yet of what's on the medial side. So I don't know if it says Air on the side of the right shoe, and then on the left shoe what you've got is Flea from that Cactus Plant Flea Market. And it's kind of unusual in a way, because they usually try and balance this out on more up-tempos, where like Air and Max, Air is a three-letter word and Max is a three-letter word. Or when they did Supreme, S-U-P-R E-M-E, so they had the soup and the E-M-E on the sides and the R at the back, so it balanced out. But with the sort of lettering of the Air being 3 letters and the lettering of Flea being 4, that balance element is gone. And I don't mind that though, to be honest. I think it kind of looks cool, and I like that mashup between the up-tempos and the Air Force Ones. And I also think what that gives us is the piping around the lettering in red gives us some contrast and some color points to look at, which I think helps bring the sneaker a bit forward, because otherwise it would be that one single tone Air Force One, and that's a bit sort of bland. But they're a cool looking sneaker. I'll be interested to see what they look like on the medial side, see if there's any other sort of design elements to it. And of course, you know, drops like this, you get photos coming through, but the reality can be actually very different from what's actually dropped. So it'll be interesting to see. They've had a good year, the Cactus Plant Flea Market, in collaboration with Nike, and it'll be interesting to see if these guys continue that trajectory on into the latter half of the year. Okay, for now it's time for me to sign off and say thanks for checking out my content, as I do every single day. I appreciate you guys being here. And tomorrow I'm thoroughly looking forward to this sneaker that's going to break the internet. It's absolutely iconic. I pick and choose which sneakers I pick up very carefully, because I don't have that much cash. And one of the reasons why I'm hoping my channel will get bigger is so that I can reinvest that cash in sneakers and then have sneakers in hand. And tomorrow's sneaker is I'm fairly certain I'm going to try and get my hands on them, and that's saying a lot for me, because I rarely get sneakers in hand these days. So, and like I say, I think it's going to break the internet. So if you're interested, drop by tomorrow and check out that video, because it's going to be an absolute banger. For now, it's time to sign off. Say thanks for checking out my content and hitting that like button and writing comments and watching to the end and all that kind of stuff. And as I do this every single day, I get to confidently say to you that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.